Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the M53, M55, the Tier 9 American SPG. This one's located on the north spawn of Tundra, and it's under the command of Maxiorzewski. Now, he's a follower of Oxidor, and he asked if we could do his replay for him. Game on! Well, he's got the 8-inch howitzer, 203mm caliber, capable of doing 900 alpha, penetrating 52mm of armor with a standard reload of 40.27 seconds. And we can see Maxio, as we'll call him for this replay, has got 34.89, so he's managed to shave off at least 5 seconds off his reload time. Now, it appears that he's actually headed off to the far west side of the map. And from this position, you can actually fire a lot of shells, not only onto the hill on the opposite side of the map, but also down into the heavy alley, which is very important because, of course, you can suppress any attempt by the enemy to try and approach from that direction. Okay, he's noticed a few enemy tanks approaching the hill, and they're not able to get up there, so he's going to try and fire at them from above. Rounds out. Well, his first shot was very close to where one of the enemy tanks is located, and I'm pretty sure he did stun him. Meanwhile, we switch to the heavy alley and we can see a Wizzy 111 Model 1-4. This is a tier 10 game with tier 8 tanks in it, so he's middle tier in this game. They're lining up. Oh, 2 tanks together at once. He's almost loaded. This should be fun. If he gets 2 together, double damage. Rounds out. Oh, yes. Very good shot. 426 off the Iron Arty. 155 off the Wizzy 111 Model 1-4. And we can see a Tiger 2 just behind them. So maybe that Tiger 2 is just acting or using cover from the others to get his shots in. Okay, he's going to go for the Tiger 2, but changes his mind, and the Iron Arty pushes. And, well, it's not a problem because we can still go after the Tiger 2. Can't hit the Iron Arty while he's behind the rock, but we've switched to Battle Assistant, and now we can actually see the 1-4. Okay, line him up. Rounds out. Direct hit. 304 hit points. He's racking up the damage. Almost up to 1,000 now. Switches back to the hill, and it looks like the enemy has been stopped from going up onto the hill at all. I think that may be because his early shots, and of course the fact that our team managed to get up there quickly, have put the enemy off. They haven't been able to get up there at all. And now they're going to get fire from Maxio as well. He's loaded. Rounds out. Oh, that was unfortunate. The 140 actually managed to move out of the way, but he only got some stun. But he side on to our guys, and if he takes fire while he's there... Oh, now this is interesting. We just saw a Heshbon. It's way at the back right over the other side of the battlefield. But we're now looking at a Canonian Jagdpanzer who's managed to make it across the bridge. Okay, well, we've gone back to the heavy tank alley, trying to spot the enemy tanks that were there, but we can't see them at the moment because our guys are holding back. So instead, we're looking at that Canonian Jagdpanzer 105. Rounds out. Oh, he dies before the shell arrives. So we got absolutely nothing out of that shot, I'm afraid. But that's how the cookie crumbles. Sometimes the enemy tanks go down, taken out by our Su-130PM. Okay, right over on the other side of the battlefield now, we're looking at the Bisonte C-45. He's still trying to get in from that corner, which is very exposed to enemy shells, and he's gone. So he's out the equation. But there's still 2 tanks nearby, the Object 140 and that Progetto, and now the enemy's got a Foch near our cap area. Okay, we're dialing in. Bit of an obstruction there from a rock, but as he pulls back, watch out for the rock face, you've got a red line. The Foch has gone. Oh, we can see the 1-4 and the Iron Arnie both went down, and that's just the Tiger 2. And it looks like he's taken a few rounds of heat, which is why it's purple on the turret. There's that 140. Okay, he's realigned. He's going to go for this target. Just dialing in. Rounds out. Well, this time he definitely got some damage. 249. The Object 140 picked the wrong moment to pull back, and he actually took a hit. In fact, it looks to me like he's going to try and use that wreck for cover. In the meantime, we're looking at a Malshan who's gone around the hill by the river and is trying to come up the other side. So he's trying to shoot our guys in the rear, and the Charfuture 4 has seen that. He's come down from the hill, and now he's about to nail this Malshan. Rounds out. Well, no damage, but we did get some stun, and I think that Malshan's going to die soon anyway, even though he just rammed our Charfuture 4. We're holding on this target for the moment because we've got no threat from the west side of the map. All the enemy tanks, including the Tiger 2, have been wiped out. And now we're just looking at this Malshan. We might be able to get a hit and kill if we can get a shot on target. I think the Charfuture 4 wants that kill, but I think we're going to take it. Oh! The shell fell short, but the Malshan goes down and he gets the stun assist. We're 2 up on the enemy at the moment. And now we're looking at an AMX 55 ton who's moderately close to the enemy cap area at the moment. And there's also an SU-130PM a little further back, but I'm not so sure if we can get a shot into him. Yes, we've lost sight of him for the moment. And the AMX 65 ton just managed to kill on Jaegeru, but rounds out on him. Oh, and he's gone. That's the first kill for Maxio. Okay, that SU-130PM is going in to try and damage our G-Saw. The G-Saw unloads into him, and he's out the game. In the meantime, we're now looking at that Object 140, the one we saw earlier in the game. And he's still hiding around that wreck, trying to get up on top of the hill. But it didn't last very long because the Charfuture 4 finished him off. And now we're looking for the enemy Arty, who was last seen in this vicinity and might still be here. Okay, there's only 2 enemies left. The Heshpan, which in Polish, I believe, is called a fridge. The Lodówka. Yes, I think my bad Polish, but yes, Lodówka is the name that the Polish call the Heshpan, the FB4005. And if the Poles have a vehicle, if they have fridges as big as that vehicle, they must have bigger fridges than the Americans do. Okay, so there's the Batchat. He's still trying to run. The Heshpan just died, or Lodówka just died. And now we're just looking. Oh, and he's gone as well. The Batchat's gone. And that's it, the end of the game. Here's the end of battle stats. And that was the first ace tankier for Maxiorzewski in the M53, M55. You can tell it's the first one because he's got the scrolls underneath. You only get that the first time. So congratulations on your first ace. He managed to get a bruiser medal as well for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 7 in total. And his win rate from the battle was 2,221, which is very good indeed. And there was no other medals in the game, but he did get a lot of damage. Let's have a look at team score. Well, we can see when it came to damage, the high score in this game was in fact the fridge. Yes, the Lodówka. He managed to get 3,927 hit points of damage. Second highest damage went to that Charfuture 4, who actually came off the top of the hill, by the cliff edge to actually go down and take out that Malshan. And then after that, he took out several other enemy tanks. He got 3,659 hit points of damage. And the third highest was the Malshan on their team, who managed to get 3,361. We can see that Maxiorzewski managed to get 2,098 actual damage from the game. So he was having a decent effect upon the enemy. When it came to kills, it was the Charfuture 4. He got 4 kills in that game. 3 kills went to the G-Saw, and 2 kills went to the Lodówka on the enemy team. He managed to get 2 kills out of that one. And when it came to Maxio, he got 1 kill out of the game. Only the one, but I'm not so sure he'd be worried about that, because when you look at base XP, you can see he actually got 3rd place on that one. The Charfuture 4 picked up 1,111. The G-Saw managed 1,099, and Maxio managed to pick up 1,047, with the BZ 176 coming in at 1,029. So 4 players managed to get over 1,000 base in that game, and Maxio was one of them. He fired 10 rounds in the game. Not a huge amount, actually. If he fired more, I think he probably would have been much higher on the table. He got 4 direct hits on the enemy. None of them penetrated because, well, they were tier 10 tanks, tier 9 tanks. But he did get 11 splash. Damage of 2,098 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 1, so he only just missed out on getting a Confederate, because I think pretty sure if he'd actually hit 1 more tank in that game, he might have actually got it. And then 2,082 hit points of stun assist off 10 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 44,651 credits for the battle, 22,325 from personal reserve bonus, 90,000 for completing a mission, 156,976 credits altogether, and after ammunition resupply took away 276 credits profit. 1,570 XP for the battle, times 2 for the first victory, same again from personal reserves, and took away 4,711 experience points altogether. So what a great battle to have your first ace tanker in. He certainly did get a lot of damage, and yes, that corner can be a lot of fun, because of course you can hit both the hill and the heavy tank alley. And hitting the heavy tank alley can actually be very good fun, because it suppresses the enemy from moving forward, because if they do try and move forward, they get hit and it hurts them a lot. And of course, it keeps them stunned while your teammates can actually get some rounds into them. And of course, from that corner, you can always hit the hill from, well, fairly easily, because you're near maximum ranges. The shells are going right the way over one side of the battle to the other field, to the other side. So he was able to get some damage on the enemy, even though they couldn't get up onto the hill. The only worry, of course, about taking that position is that the enemy Arty might try to counter battery you. But I think the enemy Arty was more occupied with trying to get shells up onto the hill than he was on trying to get a counter battery. So congratulations again to Maxiorzewski. Yes, first ace tanker in the M53, M55, and the first video as well on our channel. Probably not the last, though. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below, because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.